In honor of World Humanitarian Day, we're looking beyond the work to the human behind it. While in Cambodia, I met Yvonne Stiles, an American who has called Cambodia home for 16 years and founded Caring Companions. I asked her to tell us a little bit about her mission. Here's what she shared.
Would you mind just maybe sharing a little bit about Caring Companions?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I kind of feel like I want to say it's so good to have you here in Phnom Penh.
Oh, thank you so much.
And it's been so good to have you be part of a little bit of what Carrying Companions has been able to do over the past few weeks. And what we do is we are an organization that works with Cambodians who have disabilities and their families, bringing them hope, dignity, and the love of Jesus. And we do that through lots of different venues, such as Bible studies and English classes and different community outings. And we come alongside families and give them the skills that they need to be able to love and support their family members who have disabilities. I founded it in 2020. Me and Jesus.
I love that. I love that.
Right before COVID. And the Lord has been so faithful for the past 6.5 years. This actually, August 4th, we celebrated 6.5 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so wonderful.
Yes. We work with clients who have disabilities ranging from cerebral palsy, blindness, deafness, stroke survivors, traumatic brain injury survivors, any disability you can think of and any age range. And my very favorite part of what happens at Carrying Companions is that people who have disabilities are learning that they each have something to offer to people around them. So they're coming from homes where family members have seen them as being incapable of contributing even to family life because they can't make incomes. They don't have sustainable income skills. Cambodia is very much just on the verge of beginning to have social programs for people who have disabilities to help them find employment and vocational training. And I'm excited about what's to come. But for right now, the majority of the adults that we work with don't have those skills yet. And so they come to our center and they're building friendships with other people who have disabilities. They're learning about God and his love for them together. And it's so fun to watch people come to life and find hope. I love it. I say I have the best job ever, and I really believe it.
Oh, my goodness. It has been. We've had the opportunity while I've been here in Cambodia to do one of the outings you talked about.
Yes.
We went to the mall and a big group of us, we were a very large group and we went bowling.
Yes.
And I learned my new Cambodian word or Khmer word is sabai, which means fun. It was Sabai Bowling Alley. It was so much. It was just a delight to see the different participants and because I think it was more than just people who consistently come, but you have volunteers that come in.
Yes, and some of the family members came with us, and so they were getting to see their family members participate in something so different from ordinary life and just have fun for the sake of having fun. Which is just so important to take some of the stress off of daily life for families of people who have disabilities. Everything is so hard, medical appointments and medical needs and physical needs. And then there's all the financial stress that happens of any family, and then add a disability into that. It's so much more stressful. And so when we went on that bowling outing and some families came with us, it was so fun to watch families just enjoy each other. And everyone bowled in their own ways. It was very creative.
It was very creative. A lot of ingenuity. And I love that. I love that about that outing. And just even some of the different bowling ramps that you've been created, which is so fun.
That's right. Our Cambodian staff are incredible in their ability to create what doesn't yet exist here.
Oh, I love that.
So they had created some ramps to push the bowling balls down, and it was really, really unique. And the bowling alley was impressed with us.
Yes. It was a lot of fun. You mentioned the word dignity, Yvonne. Can you just share? And I know that even so our trip here in Cambodia with Mission 25 was bookended It started with a visitation with the bowling outing with Carrying Companions, and it ended today where we had the opportunity to hear from some of the different individuals that live at, you have a homestay, an independent living homestay. And it was just incredible to just hear their stories. But I know that I remember that first time that we came, you talked about dignity, and I would just love if you could share a little bit about that.
Yeah, dignity is so important. I think it's something that you see throughout the Bible, that God gives people dignity. He restores dignity to people. Even, for example, when he asks people who need healing, and he'll ask them, what do you want me to do for you? He doesn't just go in and do what he knows is best, but he wants to give them an opportunity for their voice to be heard. He wants to give them an opportunity to be able to say out loud what they need. And that matters so much to us with our friends who have disabilities. In society here, they are never given a voice. They are never given the opportunity to make choices for their daily lives. So if you can't walk, you just lay on a bamboo mat pretty much all day long while everyone around you goes to work and is productive. And you lose a lot of hope and a lot of dignity because of that situation. And when they come to our center and we're teaching them, some of them literally how to speak and how to use their voices for the first time, where we're asking, do you want water in this red cup or this blue cup? And it's the small choices that give people a sense of autonomy, a sense of being able to have the freedom to make choices. And that is so dignifying for people to know that they are a human being and that they are capable of choosing, even if it's something so small. Their voice matters.
I just absolutely love that. It's so easy, I think, whether we're in America or in Cambodia, to just assume that, what someone might need or want or long for or hope for or dream for. And that isn't necessarily the case. And so I just really love that invitation that you gave to the visiting group to really just approach and come with the sense of curiosity and openness and allowing everyone to use their voice. It's really special. That is so special. Can you tell us, now we'll make a little bit of a pivot. As we say, we often get to see what humanitarians do, but there's a story behind the humanitarian. And so I would love just if you could share a little bit of whatever you feel comfortable with, just sharing about your story, even how your journey from the United States to coming to live full time here. It's been how many years? 16. I mean, that's great. So it could be almost a lifetime, right?
It has been a third of my life. 16.
Can you tell us just a little bit about that journey?
So I was born in New York City, and I was born 3 months early in the 80s. So I've been legally blind since I was 2 years old. I got glaucoma at the age of 2. And so after doing surgery to remove my lens, I've been legally blind ever since then. So I grew up in public schools, and in New York City, there's so much adaptive and inclusive. I am really blessed that is where I grew up. And I got to try anything I wanted to try. Any sports I was allowed to try. Everything was made adaptive so that I could give it a shot. I learned how to ride the subways when I was a teenager. There was no limits to what I was allowed to try. My disability did not factor into any of that. And when I came to Cambodia in 2010, I came to do anti-trafficking work. And my heart was really pulled to stay in Cambodia. My family does not know the Lord. I'm the only one in my family who's following Jesus at this point. And my family has lots of difficult things in their stories as well. And so I would be here working with children and women who are in very difficult situations. And I would know it's 2:00 in the afternoon here in Cambodia, and I am serving on the streets, loving people who the Lord has called me to love here. And I knew that he also had people in New York City at 2:00 in the morning,
Yeah.
loving on my mom and my brothers in the same way. And that is something that I hold on to even now. There's a promise in the word that says that anyone who gives up father, mother, home, he will receive it 100 times here and in the life to come. And I've seen that play out in my own life here. I have people who the Lord has sent into my life who have been here since day one, who are like family to me for sure. And so about 10 years after being in Cambodia, I started to realize the plight of people with disabilities here. I kind of feel like the Lord almost hid it from me until it was the right time. I needed to grow and learn so much about being in Cambodia, so much culturally, language, all of the things. And then in 2020, I was really burdened to give people who have disabilities here the best of what is available. I feel like that is God's heart. That is the King's heart for people to have the best of what is available to them. And so that is something that really drives me with Carrying Companions, is for us to help find the best of what's available for each person that we work with in their family. Yeah.
Love that. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
That's quite a journey. And I have to just tell you how impressed I am. Like, Yvonne, you have so many skills and talents and but like, you learned to speak Khmer. Like that.
Yes.
That is just so impressive. Before I came on this trip, I took a handful of classes, and wow, it is a beautiful language. The written language of Khmer is just it's almost artistic.
Yes.
But very difficult to learn. And I just watch you communicate with such ease. Yes. I don't know. Would you mind even just sharing a couple phrases in Khmer?
Sure. I can tell you the name of our ministry.
Yes, I would love that. I would love.
So in English, we are Carrying Companions. And in Khmer, it is Sang Kalian Mat. And it means carrying companion as well. But in Khmer, Sang Kalian Mat. And you mentioned Sabai.
Yes.
So when you say it twice, Sabai, Sabai, that means like super happy. Sabai, Sabai.
Yes. I love that. I love that so much. And you even share a little bit about that word companion, because as you were translating it into Khmer, we were talking earlier about that. I'd love if you could just share a little bit about that word.
In Khmer, the word Kalian Mat, it's kind of an old language word. It's not used so often in common language today, in common conversations. But when you say it to someone and you say, you are my Kalian Mat, it means to them that you are like a friend of their heart, like you are a very dear friend. And so Sang means to carry. And it's just like the story in Mark chapter 2, where 4 friends carry their friend to Jesus and they break through the roof, and Jesus calls the man son and then forgives his sins and then heals him. And so Kalian Mat is the sweetest, like most endearing word for a friend. And even non-believers know this word and they will hear it and get like warm, fuzzy feelings in their heart when they hear it. And I was like, that has to be the word then.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm looking for.
Absolutely. I just love that. I saw you even share that word with someone today, and immediately just the smile from ear to ear, like it's a special word.
Yes.
It's a special word. So that's incredible. Okay. In our community, Far From Home, we often talk about the both and of living, right? There's adventure, there's excitement, there's new things to be learned, like you said, culture, language, etc. But there's even some hard things. And we always try to slow down and make space for some of those harder things. If you're willing, would you just even share what has been some of those hard things for you?
Yes. Specifically with Carrying Companions, one of the hardest things is that when you work with people who have disability, sickness is more likely to happen. And so we have had a number of clients pass away during our 6.5 years. And that is hard. It's hard on the entire community when it happens. And it is a challenge to learn how to lead staff through that kind of grief, and how do we continue going forward, knowing that now we are missing part of us. That's one of the most difficult things that we face, is walking people through what could end up being the end chapter of their lives. And sometimes they're very young when that happens, because there's not the same type of medical services, there's not the same type of rehabilitation services offered yet in Cambodia. And so there's still some lack there that people come up against with. And that happens in the States as well. People with disabilities face a lot more lack. So yeah, that's one of the hardest things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can feel that.
Yeah.
You can feel that. That is a hard thing to process, but I have seen you lead and create space for your team to have a voice.
Yeah.
Tears are welcome.
Yes.
And I just love that expression is welcome. And that doesn't always happen. So what I witness at Caring Companions is just a safe space all around for people to be, to share what they're feeling. And that is so important.
Yeah, we want to model as a staff. So 4 of our staff have disabilities of their own, including myself. So as the leader, I'm a woman who has a disability, which is very rare in this country. And then I have 3 other staff members who have disabilities as well. And we want to model for our staff, our colleagues, as well as the community of people with disabilities. We want to model being healthy in all of the ways that we can. And so, sometimes that's giving dignity through giving options and choices and making sure voices are heard. And sometimes it's how to express emotions in many different ways. Some of our clients are nonverbal. And so learning how to help them express their emotions, even though they can't use words and do it in a spoken way, is also, it's a fun challenge for me to be able to learn more about how to do this and kind of follow where God leads in that. There's not a lot of work done on how to help nonverbal people who have disabilities process through their emotions. So figuring it out as we go.
Then that's the fun part of it, the survive part of it, right?
Yes.
And God gives imagination, right?
And the creativity. And it's so great. We had one guy, he was about 16, he has cerebral palsy, nonverbal. He came bowling with us. And he was just having some really sad emotions for a while. And our assistant director, who has a disability of his own, was sitting with this boy and had him coloring on a piece of paper about, color something that is really difficult for you. Color something that makes you sad and mad. And, he just had one of those finger crayons and he's coloring with dark colors. And then the assistant director had him, he said, okay, now I want you to crumple it up. And he crumpled it up. And then he said, now I want you to tear it up. And then they threw it away. And they said, okay, now, that's gone. And he said, I want you to pick another color. And this is going to represent what God is doing. And so then he had him color on a second piece of paper what God was doing. And he folded it up and put it in his pocket. Because God's with him. And I was like, that's brilliant. That's brilliant. And that's not something you read about in a book.
That's
super beautiful, super inspiring of everybody's emotions matter. And processing them is important.
Having these outlets, and there's music, there's art, there's swing sets, there's all of the things. Oh, and please share a little bit about Valor.
Oh, Valor, yes. Valor is my golden retriever who I got here in Cambodia. A friend of mine from Canada. She has golden retrievers.
Yes, I'm from Canada.
Yeah, from Canada. She brought 2 golden retrievers with her, and so he's a purebred golden. And he's almost 7 years old. He's been with us since day 1 of Caring Companions. He was 8 weeks old when I got him, and he is the unofficial therapy dog of Caring Companions, and also the welcoming committee. He's the reception desk.
Oh, he's just a sweetheart.
Yes, and do you know what? We have moms who will sit on the floor with him, women who have survived the Khmer Rouge and the atrocities that was in the 70s. And they will just sit on the floor with Valor and just stroke him. And I just watch in those moments and I think to myself, wow, this woman is just receiving unconditional love right now. And she's soaking it in. And I never expected for that to happen.
Mhm.
And it's beautiful the way that Valor is able to give love to people.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is definitely the welcoming crew.
Yes.
And he's just always checking. He's aware and looking around. and
Yes.
kind of doing his rounds.
He's
and
very
making sure
aware.
everyone's
If there are
there.
tears, he's there.
He's there
He's-
immediately.
Yeah.
Yes. Absolutely. Okay. So, question for you. This is switching a little bit. Just when you are here in Cambodia,
Mhm.
which you're here full time,
Yes.
what is something, I don't know, food, anything, something that you miss from the US? And then on the other side, when you do happen to visit the US,
Mm.
what is it that you miss most about Cambodia?
Yeah. So something I miss about the US definitely is the changing of seasons.
Yeah.
Like Cambodia has 2 seasons, hot and wet hot. That's all. And
That is the truth.
there's 3 weeks where it gets to like 75 or 25 Celsius. Happens for about 3 weeks. And I really miss the changing seasons. I miss autumn and spring. And there's just something about the rhythms and the changing that I just long for. And I tried to create in my own ways. But it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's nothing the same as walking through a park in the autumn. And,
The leaves,
the
just
leaves
swishing
and the
under
cool
your
breeze and
Absolutely.
So I definitely miss the changing of seasons. And when I am in the States, I mean, besides Valor, because he does not come to the States with me, but I really miss the friends and family that I've built in Cambodia. It's a very big part of my life here. Is the Cambodian friends and family. Because I've been here for 16 years.
Yeah.
And like I said, some of them are people who I've known since day one.
Yes.
Some of them I still work with since day one. And so the Lord has been so kind to give me relationships that are so restorative. And every time I'm gone, I miss them. Like sweet little Gloria upstairs.
Yeah.
How could I possibly go to America when I have a 2.5-year-old niece who's that cute?
She's adorable. Adorable. Yes, I love that. And we went on a road trip here, and some of your team members came with us, and their English is very good. And way better than my Khmer. That's a given. And they learned from you.
Yes. Yeah.
And it has come full circle. So you've had students who are now on your team, and that's just a beautiful thing.
Yeah. I love it. Love it. It's a gift from the Lord. It doesn't happen everywhere, and I really am aware of that. And my staff tell me, and this is like one of the best compliments. My staff will say to me, "We're so glad that you speak Khmer," because they don't need a translator.
Yes.
And I just am like, I am so glad too that I invested everything that it has taken.
Yeah.
But I love that I can have the relationships with them just one-on-one without needing to go through a translator. It's a gift.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Yvonne. I really Yvonne is the real deal. I have met many people throughout my life in different stages, and you have left a mark on my heart and your team and Caring Companions. And I mentioned this, there was no better way for us to bookend our travel here to Cambodia other than starting with you and Caring Companions and ending with you again today. And yes, it wasn't a small part of our trip. It was a big part of the trip, and a big part of my heart stays with you, and I'm taking so much with me back to America. So if you would like to learn more about Caring Companions, at the bottom of the screen, you can see the website that you can go to and learn all about Yvonne and her team. You can read their bios and just see all of the different things that they're doing. And of course, if you felt compelled or moved to give, that is always an option too. And you can see that on the website. So Yvonne, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I am so honored. Now, I did learn this. Chamriksua means hello.
Yes.
And Chamriklia means see goodbye.
Yes.
So thank you. Just
Yeah,
just for
awesome.
now.
Yes.
Akun, thank you.
We're so grateful to Yvonne for sharing her story with us and giving us a glimpse into the heart behind her work. To learn more about Yvonne, Caring Companions, and how you can support her work in Cambodia, visit caringcompanions.com. This World Humanitarian Day, may we too choose to see and honor the dignity of every person.